Brothers Discovery is going to release their earnings call, their earnings report, and things might get really, really messy. We're hearing rumors of what might happen to DC Comics in particular. And
but a lot of this is just rumors. Just FYI,
rumors.
We don't know yet. We won't know until later today what the facts are.
As of 10 o'clock in the morning on Thursday.
For those dumb people who don't understand what rumors mean.
So the people who are watching this video a year later, and they always do, they watch it like a year later, like, oh, that rumor never happened. You don't know what you're talking about.
Because it's rumors.
Anyway, we're going to talk about rumors regarding DC Comics and some evidence to support that DC is getting a complete overhaul, top to bottom.
We've been saying this is going to happen.
So let's talk about this before we get into it any further. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. Guys, over 273,000 subs.
Woo!
Thank you for the support. We do talk about comic books. Having worked in and around the industry for a number of years, we've been covering DC Comics and Marvel Comics and kind of the decline of the mainstream direct market comic book industry. Speaking of comic books, if you guys are looking to support independent comic books, alternatives to Marvel and DC, we will be launching Crimson Wren pretty soon on Indiegogo. It is a full-color hardcover graphic novel over 130 pages, story by Geeky, art by Jose Garcia.
Well, you did part of the story, too.
I did. I worked on the script, but the overall story was yours.
It was mine.
And yeah, it's actually, it's a beautiful book. We can't wait to share it with you. It is a prequel to Shadowbinders, which we did a re-offer of last year, and we sold a hell of a lot more than I thought. I mean, it started out as a webcomic, and it was pretty popular back in the day. And we sold a good number of books back in the day at conventions and all that. But then we did a re-offer on Indiegogo of books we already had printed, and they sold really, really well. And we actually had to go and print more.
Right. And this one's pretty much done. It's just a matter of sending it to the printer.
Yes. So look for that soon. Let's talk about this. So yeah, as of 10 o'clock, Warner has not released their earnings yet. People are expecting today and tomorrow to be catastrophic. We already know that they preemptively canceled a bunch of projects.
They might be canceling more, according to rumors.
They're actually expected to cancel the announced Supergirl movie. Now, what they were planning on doing is basically a bait and switch. They were going to use Michael Keaton Batman to get you to watch Ezra Miller Flash, which, again, holdover from the Snyderverse, to introduce you to Batgirl and Supergirl, who were, according to rumors, supposed to take over the DCEU.
Of course, because that's what happened in the Marvel. All the male characters got, nerfed, and then they put female character versions of them in.
Yeah, so anyway, those plans seem to be completely axed, and we already saw Batgirl get chopped. It's never getting released. Their official explanation is they were trying to save money, but a lot of people said no, they test screened it. It was a disaster. They knew it was going to hurt the brand.
Most of the stuff was going to hurt the brand, yet they moved forward with it. Ask Marvel how that's going for them.
Well, yeah, it's funny because actually Warner it seems catastrophic, but in some ways I think they're being a hell of a lot smarter than Disney, because I was thinking yesterday, this is like the ant and the grasshopper. Like Disney at this point is just, business as usual. They're going to plow ahead with their idiotic plans, brand damaging, idiotic plans. Whereas David Zaslav is coming in being like, we have Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Aquaman. What the hell are we doing?
Well, that's
what are we doing?
Right over here, Warner Brothers new leadership reporting this regarding Zack Snyder's Justice League. I'm sure they probably are, because he said they were going to just reboot everything.
Yes.
So that's like, duh, of course they are.
So that's where things are going. He brought in Alan Horn as a consultant. Alan Horn was over at Disney for a while, but he worked at Warner before. He was at Warner during Harry Potter, during the Nolan trilogy. So the guy knows how to
actually get people to come,
get butts in seats, right? And again, this is it's really shocking to see that DC has the most popular, or at one time the most popular superheroes in the world, and they don't know what the hell to do with them. So that leads us to the rumors that DC is going to get a hard reboot, that he's going to hire somebody to come in and run DC comics and movies and media,
like Kevin Feige,
hopefully smarter than Kevin Feige. And we're already starting to see this now. Movies getting canceled. DC launches a new website. They're dropping comics from the URL and social handles. So it's going to be DC now and not DC Comics.
Right. So this one person probably can run all of it and try to. And you know what they might do? They might try to make the comics actually line up with the movies because that makes sense. You know, I mean, people go to buy the comic books because they want to see more of the characters they saw on screen. And with Marvel, they're going and doing that. And they're like, who the hell is these? Who are these people?
Yeah. So we're going to talk about this, and then we're going to talk about some rumors that surfaced on 4chan. But
yeah,
you know,
it's 4chan. So
4chan. So but that there have been anonymous posters over there who've been
got it right. So we're just going to say what we're hearing, but that doesn't mean it's true. I want to make that very clear because some dipshit is going to be like, you put the clown in clownfish. And it's like, ha ha ha, you don't understand what the word rumor means.
Anyway, comicbook.com. DC has launched a new website under the DC.com URL, no longer DC Comics, which will serve as the new digital home to explore the DC multiverse. God, I'm tired of multiverses, which will feature weekly drops of new video content, editorial deep dives. They have editors left over there. They fired a bunch of them a year or two ago.
But the ones that are left have to do twice the work.
I'm sure they do for half the pay. Fan discussions, digital experiences, and more. In addition to having a new webpage, DC.com will allow fans to have a user profile that can extend across the DC Universe infinite digital comic library. Blah, 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 blah. DC.com will continue to be the home for breaking news and deep dives and video games and books and all this shit with Batman, Superman, and Harley Quinn on it. So yeah, this is interesting. Oh my God, they're gonna do Riddler Wednesday,
Tuesday trivia, super scenes. Oh my God.
Oh God, please do not pull a Marvel and do like the Marvel cooking show. We're selling socks on the Marvel YouTube page. Like, what the hell are you doing?
Oh my God. Digital experiences, including my DC origin story, where fans can take part in an interactive story and discover where they belong among the super teams of the DC universe.
No. To celebrate the new website.
The quiz.
Oh, God. To celebrate the website, DC Shop, of course, will introduce premium collectibles and limited edition crap, as well as the first place to market apparel designs for Harley Quinn, Black Adam, who nobody gave a shit about until The Rock took the role.
And even then, I don't think anybody was really caring too much about it. They don't seem to be, there doesn't seem as much buzz about it, like as other things.
No, didn't he get booed at San Diego? What did he get booed?
Did he?
I thought he got booed.
I don't know.
People say he got booed. I have to look into that. I don't know if he did. I have zero interest. Right? No, like
that's how much we pay attention.
I like the first Shazam movie, but I'm so checked out from DC at this point. I'm like, I mean, you guys are really going to have to try to win people back. Fans can access their DC fandom at DC.com. Yeah, so this is really interesting that they are
the day of the meeting.
Yeah, the day of the meeting.
You might see other changes happen throughout the day ahead of the meeting. I mean, you might see them. They won't announce it till the closing bell, but today you might start seeing some of the stuff be enacted.
You'll see a story on Bleeding Cool. DC shuts down comic book editorial offices. 2 hours before that. No, I don't know what's going to happen, but obviously there is something going on. There have been rumors for a while, for at least 2 or 3 years now, that, especially with them trying to save money, that they might just outsource their comics.
We've been saying it.
You know, it doesn't make a hell of a lot of sense to, I mean, honestly, when they're trying to pinch pennies to have an office full of people making comic books that sometimes sell, sometimes don't. Most of the comics that do sell are Batman comics, so they just keep cranking out Batman and Harley Quinn comics. Most of their top sellers are Batman and Harley Quinn. But you could job that out to somebody else easily and just be like, I mean, honestly, I'd be like, yeah, we're going to give the DC, and then that might be the thought process. We're going to give the DC license to somebody else. You're going to produce comics based on our movie characters or whatever, and maybe some comics based on the classic versions of the characters, but we're going to do, 12, 15 DC books a month, and it's your problem. If they don't sell, whoever gets a license, that's your problem.
You mean to tell me that the Superman, the Superman's son and his activist boyfriend aren't selling comics out the back, well, they're out the, they are selling out the back, but they aren't selling, tons and tons of comics.
Yeah, the ass end of DC at this point. We basically gotten to, how when you go to a deli, right, and you've got these beautiful cuts of meat, and then you get to the butt of the meat wad. We've already been
use the term wad and butt.
We've already been through the premium cuts of what DC Comics have to offer, and now we've just got the butt end of the meat wad.
And the thing is, it's insulting too, because that's not necessarily because he has a boyfriend, but they made him like the pink-haired activist too. I'm like, you guys could have just made him like, a cool, normal person, and people would have been like, okay, maybe. But you didn't.
Nobody is in charge over there. It seems like nobody's in charge. It's all like fan fiction. I mean, this is they're just now there, and everybody's like, oh, hey, at least DC's, holding strong. And then they got rid of Dan DiDio, and the next thing they got rid of a whole bunch of editors. Next thing you know, it's like a free for all.
It's a free for all.
Fan fiction.
And like I said, it's kind of insulting because it's like, I guarantee you, there's a lot of gay men out there that are pretty normal. I think they outnumber the pink haired activists significantly.
That is 100% true.
So why couldn't they just give him a boyfriend who was like, a normal person?
Because Twitter wants to. Twitter wants to
buy the comics,
and they didn't buy the comics, right? So I don't know what's going on, guys. There are some more rumors. Again, these are coming from 4chan.
Let's hear the rumors. I haven't heard
These are the rumors as of 10 o'clock. As of 10 o'clock in the morning, coming from 4chan. Who is 4chan anyway? Who is 4chan? Somebody needs to unmask him, Scooby-Doo style. Oh, speaking of which, I fully expect Velma to get chopped too. People are like, well, Velma's almost done. I'm like, so was Scoob too.
Oh, actually, that was just need some lighting effects and it was done.
Yeah, Velma is. You want to talk brand damaging? Making what's basically an R-rated reboot.
No one wants to see that.
No, well, Twitter and Tumblr want to see.
I don't think even most people on there want to see it.
So I expect Velma to get axed. Who knows? I could be wrong. They might want to burn money. So this is coming from 4chan. Zaslav does have a vision for a reboot of DC. His cancellations of all these lesser-known heroes is to free up capital to make these reboot films huge budget.
They need to.
Yep. He believes, like many other insiders, that after Black Panther 2, Marvel will start to go on the decline.
I agree.
They're already there.
We've been saying it. I guess we're insiders because we've been saying it.
Black Panther 2, now with a lot less Black Panther.
Right, yeah.
I mean, nobody... I have zero interest in seeing it without Chadwick Boseman, R.I.P., but there we go. Marvel has plans to release basically their own final card, the X-Men, but we're going to call it the Mutants. But not for at least 7 years before they have no choice but to completely reboot. I think that's what Secret Wars could be leading to, because we've said before, like...
Well, didn't it get pushed back?
Secret Wars, I think oh no, X-Men got pushed back. I think Secret Wars might get pushed back too.
I don't remember.
But a lot of people are speculating that they might use Secret Wars to just reboot the entire MCU, like... Oh, we're going to create a whole new timeline.
So now we got a multiverse, and now we're going to have a new timeline. I'm just like...
It's too confusing.
It's too confusing. People, they don't care. Make it simple.
Zaslav believes he has a 10-year window before Iron Man and Captain America are back on the big screen.
But different actors.
Different, cheaper actors. In that 10-year window, he wants to make as much money as possible off the most iconic DC characters, Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, and Aquaman, and they all should be billion-dollar movies.
Mm-hmm.
They all should be.
Yes, because
good.
I mean, to be honest, until the MCU started, I mean, you had Spider-Man. The most of the when you thought of main comic book characters, always Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Spider-Man. Those are the ones people thought of.
And the X-Men came later.
Oh yeah, the X-Men too. But I'm just saying.
Yeah, but it was like with Marvel, it was harder to name until the MCU. It was harder to name movies, and people used to joke, they're like, Marvel movies suck until Spider-Man came out. They're like, they had the Captain America movie, and Marvel's been hit or miss, but like DC had event movies. Superman was an event movie. Mm-hmm. Batman was an event movie.
Yeah, so he wants to go back to that.
He wants to go back to that, and it should be the case. Let's see, the cinematic universe they're going to create a new cinematic universe, right? He wants to reboot it. The cinematic universe's first film is Black Adam. I don't think that's a good idea. Black Adam 2 will lead to the introduction of Superman. Black Adam is the Justice League's Thanos. HBO Max is not folding, but budgets on Max originals are going to be cut like crazy. As a result, the Penguin series and the Arkham series are dead. I think that would be a mistake. They're tied into the Batman, which is actually made a lot of money. Mm-hmm. But, who knows? Basically, with Marvel's most iconic heroes out of the fold, except for Thor, but if you saw a new one, his days are numbered. Zaslav sees this as an opportunity to fill out that void with DC's most iconic characters.
And this is true. This is what the Hollywood bigwigs in Hollywood think about Disney and Marvel and where it's at.
Yeah, they think it's
which is what we've
weak.
been telling you.
They think it's weak. So all these like quote unquote woke DC movies, the Black Superman movie, Constantine, Zatanna, Blue Beetle, Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman, she's a fantastic Wonder Woman. She just needs to be in better movies. They're out. Only Jason Momoa will stay. That's going to... I mean, look, if you're going to reboot DC, then just do a hard reset with it and just recast everybody. I know you like Henry Cavill. He should be in a better... He actually should be in a... They have a good Jason Momoa, I think, is good. Gal Gadot's good. Henry Cavill's good. They just all need to be in better movies, you know. And now the first Aquaman I actually thought was pretty good. I think first Wonder Woman I thought was pretty good.
I think what's going on is they're just trying to like separate everything to start over, which it's good because in a lot of ways, but it's bad because a couple of the good actors are going to get caught up in it.
Yeah.
But they're just trying to make like, here's a clear line we're drawing, and this is, from here on is what is my legacy. Basically, it's a legacy thing, I think.
Yeah, and it looks like they're purging Michael Keaton, and I have to wonder how much of that is Zaslav, how much of that is Michael Keaton. Michael Keaton might be like, I get a chance to be Batman again, and you're going to waste me in cameos. You know what? I'll tell you what. If you have a chance to put Michael Keaton in something else, definitely do it, because Michael Keaton, everybody would come for that. Batman Beyond or Dark Knight Returns. Oh my God! If you would do, okay, Zaslav. I don't know if you're listening. If your flunkies are listening, I'm telling you right now, if you would do those and you do it well, that's the key. Well, you would make a shit ton of money, and people would be very happy. But the key is you have to do it, and you have to do it well, and you have to make sure you get Michael Keaton. Yeah, if you do those things, you kick ass. Oh, Batman Beyond works so well because they had the Joker gang and Batman Beyond, right? They brought the actual, well, sort of, kind of, because Joker's dead, and kind of, sort of brought him back later. But in Michael Keaton's Batman timeline, the Joker is dead, so they could very easily be like, "Oh yeah, let's fight these new." You know, I mean, it would work, really and well, it would make bank, yeah, and then it would make Beyond bank, and people would be really happy. Batman Beyond bank. There you go, Batman. That's what you need to do. Michael Keaton in Batman Beyond bank. I'm just saying, I'm not wrong here. And if you listen to anything we tell you, do that, but then give us a cut of the money. Thank you. You know what I'd like to see? And this, I'm. You just hire us and save a lot of money. There we go. I would like to see, well, you've got him, Billy D. Williams as Harvey Dent / Two-Face, because they recast, well, I mean, it's even debatable whether or not the Schumacher Batman movies, there's been a lot of discussion whether or not they're actually sequels to the Michael Keaton movies, but they had Billy D. Williams as Harvey Dent, and then they backpedaled and they cast Tommy Lee Jones as Harvey Dent. You know, I want to see Billy D. Williams as aged Harvey Dent, Two-Face, maybe in jail or something in a Batman Beyond, or that would be kind of cool, I think. I'm gonna say, we're giving you all kinds of ideas here. Yeah, right. You know, you want to make money, we're telling you how. Like, free again, money. I'm telling you, just hire us. We can tell you what to do. Hire it, because they're gonna listen to us. Yeah, that's right. If they were smart, they would. Well, they're apparently listening to insiders. So and everything the insiders are saying is what we've been telling you. They gotta do something. Like, there is no reason. I mean, how embarrassing is it? You own DC Comics. You own the most popular superhero characters of all time. DC Comics literally created superheroes, right? They predated Marvel by decades. Well, timely, if you count timely, okay, at that same time. Anyway, they created the superhero genre, and you're losing to Guardians of the freaking Galaxy, you know? I mean, that's embarrassing. Superman should be like the biggest thing at the box office ever, but he's got to be done right. Batman's always going to be huge. I mean, as long as it's done right. I mean, we do not want any more Batman Forever or Batman and Robin. Oh, the bat ass cheeks and the Batman was actually good. It was really dark, but it was actually okay. It was okay. Anyway, we're going to wrap this up. All right. So please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. We'll talk later. Bye. Man, I thought other than the Warner Brothers stuff that today was going to be a slow news day, and it's not. It's not. We're going to talk about Crunchyroll absorbing Right Stuff Anime. This is Neon. This is Clownfish TV, and I got to give a hat tip to Blackstage D, who sent this tweet over just a half an hour ago. It was announced that Crunchyroll is apparently absorbing Right Stuff Anime. So, as if Crunchyroll wasn't an anime monopoly enough, now they're buying Right Stuff too, which has kind of been the last bastion of being able to buy legit anime and import stuff without Amazon's weird censorship and all that. Of course, Crunchyroll now is sort of the combination of Crunchyroll and Funimation. And, it's a little concerning that Sony is basically creating an anime monopoly, that we're going to have like one source for anime dubs and streaming and merchandise. I mean, it makes sense. It's a smart move, but I got to tell you, I'm a little sad that Right Stuff sold out. I am. But we're going to talk about what this means. Right Stuff has been around for a long time, too. Anyway, before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. Guys, over 273,000 subs. Thank you so much for the support. We do talk about anime, animation, manga, the anime industry, and we were telling you years ago that AT&T was looking to offload Crunchyroll, right? And the original plan was that Crunchyroll was going to be sort of just relegated to a tab on HBO Max. And then that plan changed because Sony wanted to buy Crunchyroll. And of course, Sony owns Funimation. So they bought Crunchyroll, and basically Crunchyroll now, as I understand it, is kind of like all the Funimation people, I think, are in charge of it. So it's Funimation and Crunchyroll merged after they had split, and a lot of people got laid off. A lot of people got laid off at both places, as I understand it. More people at Crunchyroll. Plans changed. They're not doing any more High Guardian Spice. Thank God. Thank God. But you look at it in Funimation, Crunchyroll, Aniplex. All of these are under Sony. High Dive, I think, is under Sony. Sony basically is gobbling up anime, and now they're gobbling up Right Stuff too. And I don't know if this is going to be a good thing. I really don't know. We'll talk more about this, but let's see the news here. This is coming from Right Stuff. Right Stuff has joined the Crunchyroll family. Right Stuff plus Crunchyroll equals the best stuff. This is a good thing, guys, according to us. We're excited to announce that Right Stuff has joined the Crunchyroll family. Together, we'll deliver new anime experiences and provide fans with a premier anime shopping destination. So Right Stuff is basically going to become the Crunchyroll store. We remain customer first, and our commitment to customer service is unwavering. The Right Stuff shopping experience, collectible level product packaging, and best-in-class service you've come to expect will continue. But we might censor some stuff now. No, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. Right Stuff is joining Crunchyroll. What does that mean? Is Right Stuff shutting down? Like chocolate and peanut butter, Right Stuff and Crunchyroll will be better together. Right Stuff will remain open and ready to serve you with the best anime, manga, figures, and more. How will this affect what I order? There should be no changes to ordering stuff from Right Stuff Anime unless you're looking to buy erotica products. Oh, unless you are looking to buy erotica products. Please check here for erotica products FAQ. And therein lies the rub. No pun intended. No pun intended. Let's open this up. Let's see what's... I noticed erotica products were no longer offered on Right Stuff. As part of our new Right Stuff plus Crunchyroll unification, we will be phasing out erotica genre content and product. New orders for these items will not be accepted. They have been removed from RightStuffAnime.com. How do I know if the items I ordered were considered erotica? Did you get a chubby? Then it was erotica. If you log into your Right Stuff Anime account, items which were considered will no longer have an image. You'll also get a notification from us for open orders. I had an open order for erotica. What happens now? Don't panic. We've got you covered. Make sure you're covered up. Your existing orders will be honored, and there's a place to continue ordering these items going forward. All unshipped open orders for erotica products will be transferred to ArrowAnimeStore.com, who will be responsible for their shipment to you. So what happens with my order? If you're open order and pre-order for erotic content, they're going to be transferred to this other store. We cannot provide your credit card information directly, so they'll be reaching out to you to confirm your payment information. So they're basically going to bump all the porno to this other store. I don't know if they're owned by, are they owned by Right Stuff? I'm not really sure. I don't want to open that. I don't want to open that in a YouTube video because I don't know what's going to happen. How long is it going to take for them to fulfill my order when the products become available? So, okay, it's going to get harder and harder, no pun intended, harder and harder to get erotic anime content here. Will the Right Stuff anime website change? Not yet, but it will. Will the Right Stuff catalog be available to purchase on Crunchyroll? Not immediately. Eventually, will Right Stuff sell only Crunchyroll products? No, we're going to sell a lot of stuff, but mostly Crunchyroll. Will Route, Sezzle, and PayPal be available? Unless you're buying erotic items. Unless you're buying erotic items, then you got to take it up with them. So anyway. This is, will Crunchyroll subscribers get a discount? Probably not. Yeah, guys. I mean, look, I have some concerns. I think that we're seeing a consolidation of all anime and manga content under Sony, and we know that Sony likes to censor. They're not going to sell erotic stuff. Now, that might actually have more to do with the payment processors, I guess. They want to be brand friendly, I guess. I don't know. So there we go, guys. Sony's anime monopoly continues. This was published just a couple months ago on CBR. Crunchyroll's anime monopoly might not be a good thing for fans. Yeah, Funimation's merger can be considered convenient. After all, why search and pay for two separate services when you can pay for one, right? Many anime viewers, no doubt, happy. Some of them are. One of the most immediate concerns has been that not all titles previously available will be moved to Crunchyroll. That's a concern. And now that they're buying up Right Stuff, you can't buy your titty dolls anymore. And the thing is, when they become a monopoly, I'm waiting for you can only stream Crunchyroll on Sony devices. You have to go buy a PS4 or PS5. We're going to lock you down. I don't think they would ever go that far, but it's really interesting to see. And this is Sony getting aggressive, I think. I mean, with everything going on right now, everybody's consolidating and scrambling, and we're definitely going to have kind of the anime version of Highlander here, where we're going to have one source basically for the majority of dubs and merchandise, and it's going to be Funny Crunch stuff. It's Sony. It's going to be Sony. So I'm going to wrap this one up. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. We'll talk later.
Disney Star Wars is nothing more than a political propaganda machine for Lucasfilm. That's it. That's all it is. It does not represent the world that George Lucas created. It's not meant to respect the fan base. It's not meant to respect the characters or anything like that. Disney spent $4 billion just so they could have a political propaganda machine, 40 years worth of fan base built in, so they could spew their nonsense and then call you a racist or a sexist when you disagree, when you challenge them, when you say the
you wanna dance tonight, if you wanna do it, baby, love me tonight. If you wanna dance tonight, if you wanna do it, baby, love me tonight. 気まぐれな時の誘いの手に心傾けて踊り出そう
しいわね。あら。ごめん、出た。さっぱりちゃんは。いけー。姿消すあなたは
shake it to the dance with way 得意な技 up to and down ブームを掴んだ熱い腕もどかしいの Baby shake it to the dance with way 砕け散るような気持ち思いもよらない出来事ね時が来
go in the supermarket and there's a person next to me.
Okay.
The clerk who checked me out. Go
Okay.
to the doctor's office, talk to the receptionist, the doctor, go to the dentist,
Good for you.
get my car fixed.
Okay.
I had no issue.
Meh.
Now, 2022,
Oh my God.
I'm looking at the receptionist at the doctor's office and wondering if she's a Trump supporter.
Why?
I'm wondering if my mechanic voted for Trump.
Why?
I don't want you fixing my motherfucking car, right? At the
Why?
supermarket, the cashier who's ringing me through. Did you vote for Trump?
These people have
'Cause
a
I don't
mental.
want you ringing my up.
You have a mental illness.
My dentist, don't be drilling me if you voted for Trump.
What?
Is it-
My name's Jeremy. My channel's called The Quartering. I do 5 to 7 short and long form news topics every single day. Subscribe for more.
I go in the supermarket and there's a person next to me.
Okay.
The clerk who checked me out. Go to
Okay.
the doctor's office, talk to the receptionist, the doctor, go to the dentist,
Good for you.
get my car fixed.
Okay.
I had no issue.
Meh.
Now, 2022,
Oh my God.
I'm looking at the receptionist at the doctor's office and wondering if she's a Trump supporter.
Why?
I'm wondering if my mechanic voted for Trump.
Why?
I don't want you fixing my motherfucking car, right? At the
Why?
supermarket, the cashier who's ringing me through. Did you vote for Trump?
These people have
'Cause
a
I don't
mental.
want you ringing my up.
You have a mental illness.
My dentist, don't be drilling me if you voted for Trump.
What?
Is it-
My name's Jeremy. My channel's called The Quartering. I do 5 to 7 short and long form news topics every single day. Subscribe for more.
I go in the supermarket and there's a person next to me.
Okay.
The clerk who checked me out. Go to
Okay.
the doctor's office, talk to the receptionist, the doctor, go to the dentist,
Good for you.
get my car fixed.
Okay.
I had no issue.
Meh.
Now, 2022,
Oh my God.
I'm looking at the receptionist at the doctor's office and wondering if she's a Trump supporter.
Why?
I'm wondering if my mechanic voted for Trump.
Why?
I don't want you fixing my motherfucking car, right? At the
Why?
supermarket, the cashier who's ringing me through. Did you vote for Trump?
These people have
'Cause
a
I don't
mental.
want you ringing my up.
You have a mental illness.
My dentist, don't be drilling me if you voted for Trump.
What?
Is it-
My name's Jeremy. My channel's called The Quartering. I do 5 to 7 short and long form news topics every single day. Subscribe for more.
I go in the supermarket and there's a person next to me.
Okay.
The clerk who checked me out. Go to
Okay.
the doctor's office, talk to the receptionist, the doctor, go to the dentist,
Good for you.
get my car fixed.
Okay.
I had no issue.
Meh.
Now, 2022,
Oh my God.
I'm looking at the receptionist at the doctor's office and wondering if she's a Trump supporter.
Why?
I'm wondering if my mechanic voted for Trump.
Why?
I don't want you fixing my motherfucking car, right? At the
Why?
supermarket, the cashier who's ringing me through. Did you vote for Trump?
These people have
'Cause
a
I don't
mental.
want you ringing my up.
You have a mental illness.
My dentist, don't be drilling me if you voted for Trump.
What?
Is it-
My name's Jeremy. My channel's called The Quartering. I do 5 to 7 short and long form news topics every single day. Subscribe for more.
I go in the supermarket and there's a person next to me.
Okay.
The clerk who checked me out. Go to
Okay.
the doctor's office, talk to the receptionist, the doctor, go to the dentist,
Good for you.
get my car fixed.
Okay.
I had no issue.
Meh.
Now, 2022,
Oh my God.
I'm looking at the receptionist at the doctor's office and wondering if she's a Trump supporter.
Why?
I'm wondering if my mechanic voted for Trump.
Why?
I don't want you fixing my motherfucking car, right? At the
Why?
supermarket, the cashier who's ringing me through. Did you vote for Trump?
These people have
'Cause
a
I don't
mental.
want you ringing my up.
You have a mental illness.
My dentist, don't be drilling me if you voted for Trump.
What?
Is it-
My name's Jeremy. My channel's called The Quartering. I do 5 to 7 short and long form news topics every single day. Subscribe for more.
I go in the supermarket and there's a person next to me.
Okay.
The clerk who checked me out. Go
Okay.
to the doctor's office, talk to the receptionist, the doctor, go to the dentist,
Good for you.
get my car fixed.
Okay.
I had no issue.
Meh.
Now, 2022,
Oh my God.
I'm looking at the receptionist at the doctor's office and wondering if she's a Trump supporter.
Why?
I'm wondering if my mechanic voted for Trump.
Why?
I don't want you fixing my motherfucking car, right? At the
Why?
supermarket, the cashier who's ringing me through. Did you vote for Trump?
These people have
'Cause
a
I don't
men-
want you ringing my up.
You have a mental illness.
My dentist, don't be drilling me if you voted for Trump.
What?
Is it-
My name's Jeremy. My channel's called The Quartering. I do 5 to 7 short and long form news topics every single day. Subscribe for more.
I go in the supermarket and there's a person next to me.
Okay.
The clerk who checked me out. Go to
Okay.
the doctor's office, talk to the receptionist, the doctor, go to the dentist,
Good for you.
get my car fixed.
Okay.
I had no issue.
Meh.
Now, 2022,
Oh my God.
I'm looking at the receptionist at the doctor's office and wondering if she's a Trump supporter.
Why?
I'm wondering if my mechanic voted for Trump.
Why?
I don't want you fixing my motherfucking car, right? At the
Why?
supermarket, the cashier who's ringing me through. Did you vote for Trump?
These people have
'Cause
a
I don't
men-
want you ringing my up.
You have a mental illness.
My dentist, don't be drilling me if you voted for Trump.
What?
Is it-
My name's Jeremy. My channel's called The Quartering. I do 5 to 7 short and long form news topics every single day. Subscribe for more.
I go in the supermarket and there's a person next to me.
Okay.
The clerk who checked me out. Go to
Okay.
the doctor's office, talk to the receptionist, the doctor, go to the dentist,
Good for you.
get my car fixed.
Okay.
I had no issue.
Meh.
Now, 2022,
Oh my God.
I'm looking at the receptionist at the doctor's office and wondering if she's a Trump supporter.
Was there ever a point in history where white privilege did exist?
Yeah, I suppose when we lived in a country where if you were black, you were not allowed to go into certain places. Today, no, white privilege does not exist.
When did it end?
Beginning with the civil rights era. It's not a particular incident or moment.
You said less racist. Is it still somewhat
No,
racist?
do you just have questions? I think.
No, you said you wanted a dialogue. We're having a
Oh, okay.
conversation.
America is not a racist country today.
Is it still racist? So
No.
when did it end?
No.
There's certain.
You can't answer the question.
It ended
You
when it's.
bombarded
It ended.
I just
no,
did.
okay.
Answer my question.
No,
Very little to
you're-
Does
nothing.
it? Yes or no?
Nobody's intimidated from you telling me how I'm going to
not
answer
trying
your
to
question.
intimidate you. I'm
You're
trying
not
to have
gonna
an
cut-
honest
you're not gonna cut me off,
conversation.
okay?
No, I'm
So
trying to have an honest
why don't you
conversation,
stop?
which you
Why
guys
don't you
do
stop
not want to.
exercising your invisible white privilege and let the black girl talk for a second, okay?
Absolute destruction. As usual, my name's Jeremy. My channel's called The Quartering. I cover long and short form news 5 to 7 times a day. Click that subscribe button for more.
Was there ever a point in history where white privilege did exist?
Yeah, I suppose when we lived in a country where if you were black, you were not allowed to go into certain places. Today, no, white privilege does not exist.
When did it end?
Beginning with the civil rights era. It's not a particular incident or moment.
You said less racist. Is it still somewhat
No,
racist?
do you just have questions? I think.
No, you said you wanted a dialogue. We're having a
Oh, okay.
conversation.
America is not a racist country today.
Is it still racist? So
No.
when did it end?
No.
There's certain.
You can't answer the question.
It ended
You
when it's.
bombarded
It ended.
I just
no,
did.
okay.
Answer my question.
No,
Very little to
you're-
Does
nothing.
it? Yes or no?
Nobody's intimidated from you telling me how I'm going to
not
answer
trying
your
to
question.
intimidate you. I'm
You're
trying
not
to
going
have
to
an
cut. You're not
honest
going to cut me off,
conversation.
okay?
No, I'm
So
trying to have an honest
why don't you
conversation,
stop?
which you
Why
guys
don't you
do
stop
not want to.
exercising your invisible white privilege and let the black girl talk for a second, okay?
Absolute destruction. As usual, my name's Jeremy. My channel's called The Quartering. I cover long and short form news 5 to 7 times a day. Click that subscribe button for more.
Was there ever a point in history where white privilege did exist?
Yeah, I suppose when we lived in a country where if you were black, you were not allowed to go into certain places. Today, no, white privilege does not exist.
When did it end?
Beginning with the civil rights era. It's not a particular incident or moment.
You said less racist. Is it still somewhat
No,
racist?
do you just have questions? I think.
No, you said you wanted a dialogue. We're having a
Oh, okay.
conversation.
America is not a racist country today.
Is it still racist? So
No.
when did it end?
There's certain.
You can't answer the question.
It ended when it's. It
bombarded
ended.
with-
I just
no,
did.
okay.
Answer my question.
No,
Very little to
Does
nothing.
it? Yes or no?
Nobody's intimidated from you telling me how I'm going to
not
answer
trying
your
to
question.
intimidate you. I'm
You're
trying
not
to
going
have an
to cut. You're not
honest
going to cut me off.
conversation.
Okay.
No, I'm trying to have an honest conversation, which you
Why
you
don't you
guys do
stop
not want.
exercising your invisible white privilege and let the black girl talk for a second, okay?
Absolute destruction. As usual, my name's Jeremy. My channel's called The Quartering. I cover long and short form news 5 to 7 times a day. Click that subscribe button for more.
Was there ever a point in history where white privilege did exist?
Yeah, I suppose when we lived in a country where if you were black, you were not allowed to go into certain places. Today, no, white privilege does not exist.
When did it end?
Beginning with the civil rights era, it's not a particular incident or moment.
You said less racist. Is it still somewhat
No,
racist?
do you just have questions? I think.
No, you said you wanted a dialogue. We're having a
Oh, okay.
conversation.
America is not a racist country today.
Is it still racist? So
No.
when did it end?
No.
There's certain.
You can't answer the question.
It ended
You
when it's.
bombarded
It ended.
I just
no,
did.
Okay.
Answer my question.
No,
Very little to
Does
nothing.
it? Yes or no?
Nobody's intimidated from you telling me how I'm going to
not
answer
trying
your
to
question.
intimidate you. I'm
You're
trying
not
to
going
have
to
an
cut. You're not
honest
going to cut me off,
conversation.
okay?
No, I'm
So
trying to have an honest
why don't you
conversation,
stop?
which you
Why
you
don't you
guys do
stop
not want.
exercising your invisible white privilege and let the black girl talk for a second, okay?
Absolute destruction. As usual, my name's Jeremy. My channel's called The Quartering. I cover long and short form news 5 to 7 times a day. Click that subscribe button for more.
Was there ever a point in history where white privilege did exist?
Yeah, I suppose when we lived in a country where if you were black, you were not allowed to go into certain places. Today, no, white privilege does not exist.
When did it end?
Beginning with the civil rights era, it's not a particular incident or moment.
You said less racist. Is it still somewhat
No,
racist?
do you just have questions? I think.
No, you said you wanted a dialogue. We're having a
Oh, okay.
conversation.
America is not a racist country today.
Is it still racist? So
No.
when did it end?
No.
There's certain.
You can't answer the question.
It ended
You
when it's. It
bombarded
ended.
with-
I just
no,
did.
okay.
Answer my question.
No,
Very little to
You're-
Does
nothing.
it? Yes or no?
Nobody's intimidated from you telling me how I'm going to
not
answer
trying
your
to
question.
intimidate you. I'm
You're
trying
not
to
going
have
to
an
cut. You're
honest
not going to cut me off,
conversation.
okay?
No, I'm trying to have an honest conversation, which you
Why
you
don't you
guys do
stop
not want.
exercising your invisible white privilege and let the black girl talk for a second, okay?
Absolute destruction. As usual, my name's Jeremy. My channel's called The Quartering. I cover long and short form news 5 to 7 times a day. Click that subscribe button for more.
Was there ever a point in history where white privilege did exist?
Yeah, I suppose when we lived in a country where if you were black, you were not allowed to go into certain places. Today, no, white privilege does not exist.
When did it end?
Beginning with the civil rights era, it's not a particular incident or moment.
You said less racist. Is it still somewhat
No,
racist?
do you just have questions? I think.
No, you said you wanted a dialogue. We're having a
Oh, okay.
conversation.
America is not a racist country today.
Is it still racist? So
No.
when did
There-
it end?
No.
There's certain.
You can't answer the question.
It ended
You
when it's.
bombarded
It ended.
with-
I just
no,
did.
okay.
Answer my question.
No,
Very little to
You're-
Does
nothing.
it? Yes or no?
Nobody's intimidated from you telling me how I'm going to
not
answer
trying
your
to
question.
intimidate you. I'm
You're
trying
not
to
going
have
to
an
cut. You're
honest
not going to cut me off,
conversation.
okay?
No, I'm trying to have an honest
why don't you
conversation,
stop?
which you
Why
you
don't you
guys do
stop
not want.
exercising your invisible white privilege and let the black girl talk for a second, okay?
Absolute destruction. As usual, my name's Jeremy. My channel's called The Quartering. I cover long and short form news 5 to 7 times a day. Click that subscribe button for more.
Was there ever
Snowball. Man, fuck you, Chester. Damn,
was there ever a point in history?
Snowball. Man, fuck you, Chester. Damn. Snowball. Man, fuck you, Chester. Damn.
Was there ever a point in history?
This clip right here proves why I am the best female Warzone player.
Don't give up. I think you should have your own game.
And of course, this subtle meme has caused outrage all over the internet with internet white knight Jake Lucky whining about how this is what it's like to be a woman when you're a woman gamer. It's just so difficult being a woman. It's just a joke. Life goes on. My name's Jeremy. My channel is called The Quartering. Please subscribe for more long and short form videos. I do 7 a day.
This clip right here proves why I am the best female Warzone player.
Don't give up. I think you should have your own game.
And of course, this subtle meme has caused outrage all over the internet with internet white knight Jake Lucky whining about how this is what it's like to be a woman when you're a woman gamer. It's just so difficult being a woman. It's just a joke. Life goes on. My name's Jeremy. My channel is called The Quartering. Please subscribe for more long and short form videos. I do 7 a day.
This clip right here proves why I am the best female Warzone player.
Don't give up. I think you should have your own game.
And of course, this subtle meme has caused outrage all over the internet with internet white knight Jake Lucky whining about how this is what it's like to be a woman when you're a woman gamer. It's just so difficult being a woman. It's just a joke. Life goes on. My name's Jeremy. My channel is called The Quartering. Please subscribe for more long and short form videos. I do 7 a day.
This clip right here proves why I am the best female Warzone player.
Don't give up. I think you should have your own game.
And of course, this subtle meme has caused outrage all over the internet with internet white knight Jake Lucky whining about how this is what it's like to be a woman.
This clip
Two or 3 years ago, we talked about it like ironically or sarcastically, like they're going to put you in jail for tweets. And then somewhere around 2020, it actually started happening. And now an Army veteran has been arrested for making somebody feel quote unquote anxious over a Facebook tweet. Now you might be thinking, well, was it like some sort of, you know, words about their life or some sort of threat? No. It was none of these things. It was a meme. That's right, a meme which involved apparently the trans flag, and half a dozen police showed up to put this man in handcuffs for, quote, causing anxiety. We're going to get right to that. We're going to get right into it after a quick word from this video's sponsor. Huge shout out to this video's sponsor, Established Titles. Established Titles is a project based on a historic Scottish custom where landowners are referred to as lairds or lords and ladies in English. They allow people to buy as little as 1 square foot of dedicated land so they can call themselves a lord or a lady officially. In return, they commit to plant a tree with every order and protect the beautiful, pristine woodlands of Scotland. Established Titles makes an absolutely amazing gift, and a person could officially get their name changed on documents. Their title pack gives you at least 1 square foot of dedicated land on a private estate and an official certificate with a crest. Established Titles is currently having a really big sale just for you, my subscribers. You can get an additional 10% off any purchase you make with the discount code TheQuartering. So click the link below, go to establishedtitles.com/TheQuartering and use promo code TheQuartering to save an extra 10% today. Now, I saw this video floating around the interwebs and I thought, but this can't be real. It simply cannot be real. But oh, my friends, I assure you it is real. And there is several reports surrounding it. This via Andy No, although I will say he wasn't the first person to post a video, at least that I saw. Someone has been caused anxiety based on your social media post, and that's why you're being arrested. They arrested an Army veteran in Hampshire on Thursday over posting a meme of a trans pride flag arranged into, well, the peace windmill. Apparently. Now, the meme went, of course, viral, and the commissioner released a statement criticizing her officers over the excessive response. Police and Crime Commissioner Donna Jones' response to a video published on Twitter involving the Hampshire PD officers regarding a hate crime, a meme on the internet. Look at this.
No.
1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 cops here.
Which Hampshire police would realise.
He's in handcuffs too.
How ridiculous this is.
What did it need to come to?
Tell us why you escalated it to this level, because I don't understand. I posted something that he posted. You come to arrest me. You don't arrest him. Why has it come to this? Why am I in cuffs? Because there's something he shared, then I shared.
Because someone has been caused, obviously, anxiety based upon your social media.
Caused anxiety. Arrested for causing anxiety. This is where we're going. You may say, oh, well, these cops have funny accents. They're never going to do it here. Oh, my friends. They will.
That's not why you've been arrested.
No.
What is the arrest? By the way, the arrests were made yesterday, July 28th, in the following the report of an image being published on social media. Quote, I am aware of a video published on Twitter which shows the arrest of 2 men in Hampshire yesterday, one for malicious communication and one for an obstruction. I've taken up the issue with the constablatory today and I have advised officers that made the arrest following a complaint from the member of the public of an alleged crime. Quote, it follows a post on social media of a progress pride flag in the shape of a windmill, a peace windmill, as they say. I'm concerned about both the poor proportionality and necessity of the police's response to this incident. When incidents on social media receive not 1 but 2 visits from police officers, but burglaries and non-domestic break-ins don't even get police response, something is wrong. As police commissioner, I'm committed to ensuring the Hampshire constablatory services as public as a majority of people would not expect. It appears on this occasion, this has not happened. Now, make no mistake about it. Ask yourself this after clicking that red subscribe button. We're 600 subscribers away from 1.25 million. 600. That's it. So if you're watching this video and you haven't clicked the red subscribe button yet, please do so today. Ask yourself this question. Do you think these men would have gotten the public defense of, the admonishment of the police chief, essentially, police commissioner, if it wasn't filmed? This is why you always film. Always. I don't care if some cop gets angry that you're filming them. Do it anyway. It's for your own safety. The incident has highlighted a really topical issue, which Hampshire Constable Tory and other PD need to learn from. Moment Army veteran is arrested for causing anxiety after retweeting a meme and is condemned by its own police commissioner for the proportionality and necessity of its response. Imagine being one of these cops. I imagine that some of them, if you send them to this arrest and you're like, go put a real actual hero in handcuffs, by the way, a veteran in handcuffs for an internet meme. This is your job. Wouldn't you just walk off the job? I gotta think some cops would just be like, I'm not doing it. Darren Brady, 51, has slammed Hampshire PD for impeding his right to free speech. Now, they don't have a First Amendment there. But anyway, after he was placed, you can ask Count Dankula about that, in cuffs on Friday at his home for sharing a meme. Footage of the arrest was widely shared on social media and showed an officer who told Mr. Brady he had been apprehended because his post, quote, caused anxiety and had been reported to the authorities. Imagine giving Karens this much power. You see what a lot of these lunatics do if you say something like there's only 2 genders on Twitter. They'll email every one of your sponsors and they'll try to ruin your life and get you banned. Now you give them the police to do their bidding too. The video was filmed on the mobile phone. Mr. Brady can be heard asking the police officers, why am I in handcuffs? It didn't have to come to this. No, of course it did. What was he supposed to do? You arrested him. Harry Miller, a former police officer, was also arrested after claiming he had tried to prevent the former serviceman from being detained. He told Mail Online, Hampshire PD showed a blatant disregard of the law. They approached Mr. Brady and acted as summary judge, jury, and executioner, but didn't know even what offense he'd committed. They said that he was being arrested for, quote, causing anxiety, which is utterly ridiculous. This is a former police officer saying this. Mr. Brady is also a British Army veteran, and they were trying to extort him for money by making him pay around £80 for a, quote, educational course so he could downgrade from being a crime to a non-crime, which would still show up in a basic disclosure and barring service DBS check. They thought they could get away with it. It's the world's worst shakedown. Commenting on the video circulating online, Mr. Miller wrote, I'd been locked up by this time and missed the exchange. I'm speechless. Mr. Miller, who in December won a Court of Appeal challenge over PD guidance on, quote, hateful incidents, and police visited the man 10 days early and informed him that he could take the option of attending an $80 education course. And this is literal re-education. Like literal. Oh, look at this. Writing on Twitter on Sunday, Mr. Brady told his followers, it's nice to be able to enjoy a Sunday morning in peace without being harassed by PD trying to extort me for money or have me, quote, re-educated for sharing a meme on the internet. Mr. Brady shared the meme, which was originally posted by someone else. Mr. Fox said the image reflected his belief that the Pride Month was enforced with a sense of hectoring authoritarianism. That seems like a reasonable opinion to have. This is like nuts. Oh, this is the meme. I've seen that floating around. I mean, come on. Uses, as London Assembly member and a member of the Police and Crime Committee, I hope Met Police look into Lawrence Fox for using the pride flags to make an artistic statement. Lawrence Fox writes, this is the UK, not China. Good to know you would see your political opponents prosecuted for hate, locked up, probably worse. So thanks for proving my points. Probably not. I mean, they are proving his point, aren't they? Resharing this point, he shared Babylon Bee articles and We are appalled to see Lauren Fox's vile tweet this morning. My feelings. Make no mistake about it. This is coming here. Okay? We see it already with how much control social media has, Twitter and other things like of that nature. Look at that. I mean, Twitter bans the word groomer. Then Wikipedia gets caught in real time redefining what the word recession is. It's happening right now. It's absolutely appalling. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you stay up to date for as long as they'll have me anyway. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.